Hello everyone, this is AmberAnkNA here. Welcome to my channel. Well, I play a variety of games and do narrations for fanfics. I'm really hoping you enjoy my content. If you do, make sure to comment below, leave a like, and subscribe with the notifications on. Right, so next time, this is AmberAnkNA. Welcome to my channel. So, hi. Osmosis Jones 2. The enemy is alive and well. Chapter 2. A year after, Trash and Elmora were completely recovered. Trash's skin and hair changed back into the maroon and purple color, and Elmora's fur became orange, red, and yellow. Their fire techniques were back, and in no time they would carry people left and right. Finally, they came upon an old friend, Frank. Trash stood in the partly open mouth of a factory carousel, waiting for Frank to go by on his way to work. He stood tall, calm, cool, and collected. If he were human-sized, he'd be cis. He was maroon colored, except for the burn scar on his left shoulder, which was darker in color. His tentacle-like dreadlocks were purple. His eyes were golden yellow with light green irises, and they were framed by dark maroon eyelids. His claws were dark maroon as well, and his left index finger, his burner claw, was the longest. His cheekbones stuck out. His chin resembled a pointed goatee, and the only indications of a nose and eyebrows were bumps resembling them. He wore a long black trench coat, a gray turtleneck sweater, back pants, and back boots, with bird-like feet, 2 pointed toes on each foot. He was what was known as the multi-rotor virus, banished for the Red Death. Amara, on the other hand, was a simple hyena germ, bred to cause fevers, a perfect pet for Trats. When starting on her long legs, the tips of her big ears lined up with the bottom of his ribcage. She was light enough so she could ride on his back when he used his coat to glide like a fighting straw. She was orange, with white spots, ears, and eyelids, and flaming paws. She had a yellow flame-like mane, tail, and 3 long bangs on her forehead. Her eyes were pale yellow, her ear linings were light orange, her long claws were pink, and she had soft white teeth. She had a purple collar around her neck, with a license tag saying Trash was her owner. She could breathe fire and light up her claws like Trash. Amara had been with Trash for 2 years, and the two were inseparable. She was known as the Hyena of the Red Death, the Fire Hyena, or Senpai Amara. She was almost famous for distracting any and all strangers. In fact, she attracted everyone, save for Trash. Only she and Trash knew why, and they never told anyone. She stood tall and proud beside Trash, keeping her eyes peeled for Frank. Trash absent-mindedly rubbed her head, scratching behind her ears, just the way she liked it. "Gotta be patient, baby girl," he said. "Just wait for the opportune moment." He found himself rubbing his thumb claw against his burner claw. Sighing, he willed himself to stop. He developed the habit of losing his hypothalamus chain, a back chain with purple-blue beads lining it. All hypothalamus chain beads from his past victims. He lost it to a certain white blood cell. Osmosis Jones. Jones, he growled at the memory of the blood cell, who not only chartered his plans of breaking his record and getting in the murder blitz, but had tried to kill him and Amara. But when he saw that blood cell, look out. Finally, a familiar human walked by. Hop on, Trask exclaimed, coursing down. Amara climbed onto his back, gripping his wide shoulders with his claw. He began running, jumped up off of the tongue of the dead shore, struck his feet into the pockets in the bottom of his coat, spread the sides apart, and began gliding to a faint. Thanks to a random breeze, they flew directly up into his mouth as he yawned. They were sucked into the mouth and landed by the gums. Not wanting to be seen straight away, Trask began running alongside the teeth in the saddles. Amara jumped off backwards and ran alongside him. Soon they came upon the drop down the throat and into the chest. Amara climbed onto Trask's back again and looked over his shoulder down the drop. She gulped slightly. Trask smirked at her. It ain't that bad. We dropped from high heights before. You know that. He backed up, bent down at the knees, then ran and jumped down. Geronimo! Amara's eyes widened as they fell quickly, bypassing the stomach and heading for the chest area as Trask spread his coat. They landed with a thud, with Amara falling over Trask's head onto her chest. With her back and hind legs up with her back and hind legs up in the air, she blew her bangs out of her eyes, sighing. Come on, Lady Milbrain, Trask sighed, walking away. We gotta get going. Amara climbed to her feet and trotted after her owner as they ducked into the saddles. Oh wait, first things first, we gotta find Jones, he said. Amara nodded. Mm-hmm. But this place whose? How are we gonna find? Then he bumped into someone. Amara bumped into someone her nose. Hey, watch where you're going! Trask snapped, backing away. Then he realized who he bumped into. Jones! Ozzy's eyes widened. Trask! He exclaimed, scowling. Driss looked down and gasped. Amara! Amara looked up and growled. Driss! How's your hothead survive? Ozzy yelled, pulling out a gun. I thought you said they dissolved in the alcohol a year ago. Driss exclaimed, cocking his white arm gun. So did I. Thinking quickly, Trask pointed to the white. What's that? He yelled. When Ozzy and Driss looked, Trask tugged on Mara's collar. Come on, Mara! He exclaimed, running off. Mara followed close behind. You! Stop! Ozzy yelled as he and Driss followed them. Coming upon the street, Trask exclaimed, Split up! He and Mara ran in opposite directions. He went left and Mara ran right. Ozzy and Driss settled to a stop. Now what? Driss asked. You get the virus. I got the germ. Ozzy exclaimed. Gotcha! The cell and cold pill ran after their targets. Amara weaved back and forth in the crowd, with Ozzy running right behind. Halt! Stop! He yelled. Sit! Stay! Bad girl! Amara just looked at him over his shoulder and blew a raspberry. Oh, you done it now! Ozzy grumbled, trying to pick up the pace. Seeing they were coming up on an alley, he got an idea. Amara turned into the alley and stood back against the building on her hind legs, panting. She constantly looked around the corner, seeing Ozzy was gone. She sighed with relief. Woo! She stood on all fours and began walking back, smiling with her eyes closed. She began humming Trash's song. You never know how much I love you. Never know how much I... For the second time that day, she bumped into someone. Shaking her head, she looked up to see Ozzy, who had morphed his face to look like Trash's, except it was blue, and the cheekbones and chin were more rounded at the edges, and said chin was black. Hi, baby. He grinned. Growling, Amara backed away and turned to run, but Ozzy jumped over her and crushed down, pecking his knees. Come on, Amara, come and get me. He cocked her head, confused. Has he lost his marbles? Come on, you stupid dog. At that, Amara saw red. Caesar buys being called a dog. Growling and with smoke coming from her nostrils, she ran after Ozzy. He ducked into the alley and stood back against the wall, muffing his face back into its happy-go-lucky self. Amara stood slightly turning softly, but got back up and ran at just Ozzy. Growling, suddenly he stretched his legs up, unable to stop. He crashed face first into the wall, knocking her out. Now that looked like it hurt, Ozzy smirked. He took out a pair of handcuffs and quick one end around her snout, muzzling her. He picked her up and lunged her down the streets. Spit, you're heavy! How does Trash carry you around? This reminds me. He took his walkie-talkie out with one hand and called Dritz. Yo, Dritz! I got the hyena! You got the virus? I'm right on his tail! Dritz answered. He had traced Trash through the crowds of Frank. He fired a few more shots, but Trash jumped out of the way. Can't kiss me, you big klutz! He laughed. Big klutz? Dritz's eyes widened. Then they hardened. Okay, no more Mr. Nice Pal. He picked up the pace. Seeing Dritz was going faster, Trash gulped and leapt up at a fire exit. He grabbed the bars and spun his legs over his head, lying in the fire exit. Wasting no time, he ran up the steps, but Dritz right behind him. Finally, he made it to the roof. He stopped, panting. Gee, what's that? Pill eat. Walking fool? No, a voice said behind him. I'm partial to powder. Turning around, he saw Dritz right behind him, floating in mid-air. Vita bubbles coming out from under him. Trash slowly backed away. It didn't do any good. Dritz followed. Now, I don't want any trouble, he said slowly, but you are a danger to Frank. Just stop, and I take you to the movie. Yeah, fat chance, bubble butt. Trash sneered. He stopped when his heel touched thin air. Looking over his shoulder, he saw he was at the edge of the building, and it was a long drop. Getting an idea, he looked back at Dritz with a smirk. Dritz realized what Trash had in mind. Don't you dare! He screamed softly. I shoot! He cocked his gun. Not listening, Trash jumped up and backwards, spread his coat, and sunk his feet into the pockets. At the same time, Dritz shot at him. This time, it hit. Trash familiar scene as he froze stiff with a horrified expression. He began falling towards the ground. Thinking quickly, Dritz jumped down, soaring towards the ground until he was hovering. He caught Trash before he could shatter on the sidewalk. No need to thank me, he smirked, humming. He extended a walkie-talkie from Weiss on and said, Ozzy? I got Trash and am headed for the jailhouse. What's with that, Dritz? Ozzy's truthful voice shouted. I'm here right now, getting him all into a cell. Believe me when I say this. She ain't happy. Hi everyone. This is Emma 2000 again. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Cause I really did enjoy making it. But so I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, and subscribe with the notifications on down below. Till next time, bye!